King credit only, no cash, no debit. 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 Yes, sir. Let me put that in the drafts. All right. Why is this not working? What's good? What's good? What's good? Why is this not working? Why is my TikTok not working? There we go. All right, let's go. Yes, sir. All right, man, let's get it. King credit only, no cash, no debit. 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 All right, yeah, we are. Okay, it is. Instagram is up too. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that. Let's go. All right, man, we live everywhere. Let's go. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram over here. Live on TikTok over here. I just started the TikTok live, so give some people a chance to get up in here. But my Instagram folks, YouTube, Facebook, what's going on, man? You guys can drop a question in the chat anytime during the live, or if you have a question for me, you can always just drop a question wherever you're watching at. All right, wherever you're watching at. But I'm Lewis. I'm the owner of King Credit Services, the #1 rated credit management company in San Diego, top rated in California, also nationwide. So if you need a free consultation now, anytime in the future, go ahead and shoot me a DM. What's wrong with my TikTok, man? TikTok tripping again. Sorry, y'all. I'm restarting this again. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Man, TikTok tripping. There we go. It said unable to go live. What the hell? What the helly? There we go. Yeah, it was tripping, man. All right, yes, sir. You already know, Benji. What's good, man? All right, man. We live everywhere. Let's go. I'm Lewis. I'm the owner of King Credit Services, #1 rated credit management company in San Diego, top rated in California. We are also nationwide. If you need a free consultation wherever you're at, you just got to shoot me a DM. You can hit the link in the bio, schedule a call. Join kingcredit.com. You can go there too. Kingcreditservices.com. You can go there too. But yeah, man, I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Pacific time. Come on here to answer people's credit questions, personal credit, business credit. It's all good. We all started from somewhere, man. So keep it PG in the chat. Let's go. We are live everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you haven't joined the school community, all right, I don't want to hear you crying. Okay, when the price go back up, all right, it's $17 for the first 100 members. We got our first Zoom in the new group on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We got our first Zoom in the new group. So If you want to learn how to fix your own credit, this is where you want to start. All right. It's going to be a good hour going over credit reports, how to read them, how your score is generated, how to find inaccuracies, how to dispute, and all that stuff. So the replay will be available in the school community too, but it's so much better live. All right. It's so much better live. So if y'all want to fix your own credit, join that school community and let's get to work. All right. But let's get it, man. Happy Tuesday. Let's go. PG. Wait, PG what? A personal guarantee what? Personal guarantee what? All right. So I did get some questions in the inbox. Um, there was a couple of them. I answered them to the people that asked. People always ask us questions and stuff, you know. Um, but one of them was, I guess they called to update their um payment date, right? So you got two dates: your payment date when your minimum payment is due, or your due date, and your statement date or your closing date, right? That statement date is when the balance gets reported to the credit reporting agencies. All right, so you don't call and change your statement date. You can't change your statement date. All right, you can't change your closing date. Well, you might be able to, but I just haven't ever tried that. You can change your payment date though. All right, you can change your payment date. All right, so I personally, all right, I encourage you to change your payment date, right, or your due date. Change that date to 3 days before your statement date, and then put it on auto pay, right? You can do it for the full balance, statement balance, current balance, whichever one you want to do. Okay. Change your payment date to 3 days before your statement date and put it on auto pay. Now, some people aren't responsible enough for that, and I totally understand. I wasn't always responsible enough to do that either. You can also change your payment date to match up with your like when you actually get paid. You know what I'm saying? So if you get paid on the 15th, right, or the 30th, okay, change your payment date to the 15th or the 16th, right? Around that time you get paid. You know what I'm saying? So everyone is a little bit different, but you have to find what actually works for you. I know some people that just pay their credit cards right when they get it, right when they make a payment, they pay their credit cards, which is cool too. All right. That's a little stressful, but yeah, you have to do, you know what I'm saying? You have to figure out your own, you know what I'm saying, your own little way. Figure out your own little routine. Okay. Me personally, again, I changed all my payment dates to 3 days before my statement date. All right. And last month I actually used the wrong card. I got like 6 Capital One cards. I used the wrong card on Apple Pay, and I ran up one of those old cards with a low balance with a low with a low limit. Man. So yeah. Um so everybody who's an authorized user on that card, it'll be back good next month. That's my bad. That's my bad. Hey, what Boosie say? Players mess up too. Players mess up too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, change your payment date to 3 days before that statement date, right? And put it on auto pay so you don't have to keep stressing about that. All right. Should I pay the debt once it comes off or so it don't report back? Should I pay the debt once it comes off? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean pay the debt once it comes off? Once you get the account deleted? And what type of account are we talking about? I need to be added to one of your cards. I'm weak. I'm weak. I'm buying King Credit Services for 300K and we'll be the new 300K. Stop it. Hey, hey, that won't even get you in the hey, that won't even get you in the door. That won't even get you in the door, player. King Credit Services 5 stars, worth every penny. Got so many things fixed so far. It's lit. Let me pin that. Let's go. I appreciate that, bro. Price for 2 repos, whichever plan you want. It's not per item. It's you can do a monthly plan. You can do the platinum plan. Like, you gotta choose your plan, bro. Watch the first pin video on my page and it breaks all that stuff down. Yeah, we don't do per item. I've attempted that back in the day. The people never pay. I know people are always like, "Oh, I'm gonna pay." No, I can't trust it, bro. So yeah, you can pick one of the plans that we already have. Yeah, bro, I got Discover credit card deleted and it reported back hella fast. Discover card deleted. So what type of account are we talking about, bro? What type of account is this? What are you talking about? Was it an open account? Like, what we talking about? What credit card you got? Shit, bro. Oh man. Amex Platinum, personal and business. Amex Gold, personal and business. Oh, we just do personal. Amex Gold, Platinum. Capital One Venture. I closed my Chase card a while ago. Discover, Citibank, Double Cash. I got an Amex Delta. Shit, bro. 2 Navy Fed cards, the blue and the green one. San Diego Credit Union, North Island Credit Union, Apple Credit Union, DCU card. Like, I got hella cards, bro. Hella cards, bro. Yeah. And I wouldn't even suggest getting all that. Right? I wouldn't even suggest getting all that. You don't need hella cards, honestly. You just need a couple core cards, couple installment accounts. Right? You can just rock with those, get credit limit increases and stuff. See, like, going back, I wish I would have got credit limit increases on those old cards, right? Capital One Quicksilver, Discover It, when I had the Chase preferred Chase Sapphire, right? I wish I would have got credit limit increases before I applied to my new cards. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this information back in 2020, 2021. You know what I mean? So yeah, so if you're going to get a new card, if you already have a credit card but you want a new card, pay that card down, right? And then try to get a credit limit increase before you apply for a new one, because they go on comparable credit. You ever notice that if you have a $500 limit card, you keep getting other $500 limit cards, right? Or like $1,500 or $2,000. It's because they go by comparable credit. You know what I'm saying? So on top of your credit profile too. So if there's one thing that I wish I would have did, was get credit limit increases before I applied for new cards. All right. Per item, people get deletions and don't pay. Bro, it's crazy. I'll never get done like that again. I got did dirty, bro. Thousands and thousands of dollars, bro. He got the Amex Black. I don't. I can get an invite. I can probably get it. But yeah, I mean, it'd be nice, like a little vanity, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. I owe $2,800 on my card. Will that hurt my credit drastically? What's your limit, Dylan? What's your limit? He said charge off. How'd you dispute it? User 38. You said that you disputed a charge off and it came back. How'd you dispute it? Brianna, what's up? Help people buy homes. We should connect. Yeah, Brianna, let's work. Shoot me a DM. Let's work. I had over 800 and life happened, and now I'm crawling to get to 600. Any advice? Depends on what type of life, bro. Like, what do you mean? Some accounts defaulted and stuff like that. So we got to attack those negative accounts, right? If you have any open accounts, we can, we have to double down on those, pay those down, get credit limit increases on those, add some new accounts. It just depends on your profile, bro. Everybody's a little bit different, right? The formula is, what I'm saying? The ingredients are the same, but you might do a dash of salt for this person, but a handful of pepper for this person. You know what I mean? I'm weak. You know what I'm saying? You do a cup of sugar in the Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? But you do half a cup of sugar for the lemonade. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. All right, let me check over here. Let me check Instagram. No. Where my YouTube folks at, man? They left me. My YouTube folks left me, man. Is 589 good interest for a used car? Yeah. Hell yeah. For a used car? Yeah. Like interest rates are crazy, man. So shit. Anything under 7, 8 is cool, honestly. Depending on what your credit looking like. But yeah, that's cool. Can I ask for a limit increase if I have a late payment from 6 months ago on another account? Yeah. On another account? Yeah, you can. My limit 2,800 is maxed out. I wanted to pay it off at once. Will Capital One work with me? Um, yeah, pay it all off. Yeah, if it's an account, right? You want the card, pay it. What do you mean work with you? I'm confused. Now you're confusing me. Is this an open account? Is it already closed? What's going on, bro? Let's get it. Let's get it. What's going on? What's going on? I need some more details, player. I need some more details. I have AT. Allie, what do you say, Allie? Should I close a credit card that has been paid off, or should I request a credit limit increase? Credit limit decrease. Why would you want to decrease? We don't pay for a reduction. We pay to make it bigger. What Drake say? Hey, he said I ain't paying for no reduction. I'm paying to make them bigger. Yeah. But yeah, don't close that card. Yeah, you're gonna. That's pointless. You're gonna hurt your score. I have too much credit available. That'll make no sense. Who told you that? Lesneth, who told you that? How accurate is Credit Karma? The accounts and activity are accurate. Yeah, the score is a Vantage score though, so you can't compare a Vantage score to a FICO score. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you want your FICO scores, hit the link in the bio. It says get your FICO score for $1. Check it out for a week. If you like it, keep it. I suggest you keep it. If not, cancel before the weekend. Cancel before the 7 days is up. Like I feel like that's common sense, right? If it's a trial, a 7-day trial, and then you get charged, okay, at midnight on the 7th day, how can you be upset that you got charged? Hey, people just wanted an excuse to blame somebody for anything. I didn't know. Well, they send you an email every single day. So somebody ain't telling the truth. She said, so leave it. I never use it. That's cool if you never use it, but just use them once in a while. Right? Use them once every couple months just so they don't close. But yeah, you don't want your, you know what I'm saying? You don't want your credit cards closing and stuff because when it closes, you lose that age, you lose that available credit, right? You lose all the positive payments that you built up over the years. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. How can I get these late payments off my credit? Late payments are tough, man. Always start with a goodwill adjustment. If that don't work, then we actually have to get your report, find something wrong with that account, meaning, something reporting wrong, right? If you were late February and it's reporting April, that's something we can use. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of other methods too, but if you want to do it yourself, hit the link in my bio, get that King Credit Bundle. We got the late payment sauce. And if you want more hands-on training, join that school community. If you want us to do it, DM me the word King or hit the link in the bio. Last word. Last word. Neil, my man Neil over here on IG. What's good, Neil? The Discover card is a charge off that reported. It's reporting to all. Yeah, it's a charge off. Okay. Okay. If you apply for an apartment and it's a paper application, is it better than an online application? Not really, bro. But if they're still doing paper applications, you can do that. You can do a paper application. Is a credit simulator accurate on Capital One app? Capital One uses who? Credit wise? Yeah. You can do it like that. Accounts and stuff are accurate, but the score, bro, you got to get Experian, you got to get My Score IQ, or you got to get My FICO to see all your actual FICO scores. If you're looking at the score, you know what I'm saying? Because that credit wise is credit sesame, bro. So you don't want to get caught in that trap, man. He said, just getting the knowledge, my man Neil on IG. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, you can drop a question in the chat, man. Let's get it. But yeah, that charge off, bro, you have to find something wrong with it before you dispute. You just don't want to go on Credit Karma and say this account ain't mine and think that's going to work. Of course, it's going to pop back up because you're going to say that account isn't mine, but it is yours. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't dispute ownership, right? We dispute accuracy. It can be yours, but it has to be reported 100% accurate. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo. Yes, sir. And the bots are on. All right, the bots get turned on tomorrow. So wait, just getting knowledge. Capital One is now FICO score, switched last month. They show you all three, Neil? Or they just show you your Experian? Or just one of them? There's no way. Yeah. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it shows you all three. It costs too much. You know what I'm saying? They will lose too much money. Right? They're not just going to expense $35. Yeah. Exactly. Right. So they're not just going to expense $35 for millions of people. That doesn't make sense. That's not a good business model. You know what I'm saying? So they probably got a deal with TransUnion. It probably only costs like $7 or something, right? Because of the usage that they have, the amount of people that they're sharing that score with. But yeah, the reason why these companies, the reason why Credit Karma don't show you all your FICO scores, right? It shows you your Vantage score because it's too expensive. Like, you know, so they charge for that. I have an old repossession on my credit since 2018. How can we get that? 2018. Damn. 7 years. Yeah, we find an inaccuracy. Just different ways to get repos off. Um, we can use different ways. The easiest way, just getting that account, find an inaccuracy and dispute when the credit reporting agencies don't do what they're supposed to do. We get a violation and sue them. Simple. Another way is if you get the King Credit Bundle, it's this route. When you check your credit report, right? Well, let me go from the top. When they repo your car, provided by TransUnion. Okay, so it's just one. When they repo your car, if they keep it long enough, they're going to sell it in the auction. All right. When they sell it in the auction, they're supposed to update your credit report. So let's say your car was 10,000. Okay. They repoed it, they sold it for 8,000. All right. 10 minus 8 is 2,000. So 2,000 should be reporting on your credit report, but still the whole 10,000. Maybe some more fees too. You know what I'm saying? So they can't do that. That's inaccuracy. They trying to double dip. All right. So we can use that inaccuracy, right? We reach out to the repo company or to the auction company sometimes too. Tell them your name, VIN number, tell them you need the bill of sale or receipt that shows how much that car was sold for. Okay. Once you get that they might email it to you too. Once you get that documentation, now we can use that to dispute with the credit reporting agencies. That's the long way. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That's the long way. What's a good app to check credit? Hit the link in my bio. It says check your FICO score for $1. How much is a King Credit Bundle? $30, bro. I can't make it $35. I was supposed to bump that up months ago, but it's still only 35 bucks. George, what's good? I'm at end with the service I've been using because I feel now that it is no longer serving me. Time to find inaccuracies and start swimming. Start suing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, if you found inaccuracies and you already disputed, okay, them not deleting the account or updating the account or telling you how they verified the account, no, those are the violations, right? So that's what we use those violations to sue. All right. So yeah. All right. But whatever you're doing, suing, whatever you're doing, right? Disputing, whatever you're doing, there's still a lot of work to be done. Like people think it's all about deletions. No, like, even though we do all the work, right? Even when you sign up with us, you get a client portal, right? If you're on that platinum plan, you get a account manager and all that stuff, right? You get the customer service and all that. You still have to work on paying your balances down. You still have to upload anything you receive from the credit reporting agencies or the collection agencies, right? You still have to upload that stuff so we can know what the fuck is going on. You still have to keep your credit monitoring active, right? So there's still some things that you need to do. If you don't have enough open accounts, we send you links and stuff, right? That you can apply to add positive accounts to your profile. So once we're done disputing, suing, or whatever it is, these accounts are gone. Now you got some positive accounts on your profile. You know what I'm saying? So even though it's not a lot, right? Client still has to do a little something, something. All right, let's get it. Sending out second dispute letters for my mom as well as my third. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Ooh. Yeah, sir. All right, man. Damn, my Instagram be dry as hell, bro. On live. I don't understand it. YouTube be jumping from time to time, but I don't understand it. Dylan Cooper. Yeah, I can't even see your questions, bro. He's answering questions that I can't see. I recommend using Experian as it uses FICO, and most lenders use FICO. Yep. I paid off a credit card off. It was a charge off a year ago. They still posting it as late. Yeah, JT. He said we be lit over here. Facts. Yeah, paying a charge off does nothing to your credit. Settling for less, settle for full does nothing to your credit. You still have to get that thing off there. Yeah, that is nothing for you. Yep. Same with collections. Just paying a collection does nothing for you unless you do a pay for delete. Pay for delete is when you say, "Hey, Midland, um, allegedly I owe you 800. All right, but I'm willing to give you $80. Always start at 10% of the debt. I'm willing to give you $80 to get this off my credit report. They accept it, great. If they negotiate, they say, "Well, give me 150." All right, cool, right? Because I only like doing pay for deletes if you got pre-approved for a house and the lender says you have to get that collection off ASAP, whatever, like something like that. But or if you just want to pay. Some people do that, right? Some people would just rather pay a little extra just to get the shit off their report, which is cool too, right? We help with negotiations and all that stuff too. That's not what I suggest, but you know, you can't force people to do stuff that they don't want to do. So, um, yeah. Like I got clients that say I don't want to sue. I'd rather do a pay for delete if you can't get it removed. I'd be like, all right, that's insane, but I do what you need to do. We do whatever you want to do. Is it good to pay off your debt before fixing credit? You can do it before, after, during, right? Yeah. But here's the thing: like, what debt are you talking about? Only open accounts, right? If you're talking about closed accounts, no. Charge offs, no. Collections, no. Open accounts, open credit cards, yes. Pay those down. Um, yeah, no, don't pay that. No, no. That's what we're going to be disputing, right? That's what we're going to be disputing. 780, 18 authorized user only right now. What car should I get for my first solo car? What card? Um, something easy. You already authorized. You might be able to get. You might be able to skip to that saver. Um, Hit the link in my bio. Right, go to my link tree and it says starter accounts and credit builders. Once you get on there, at the bottom, like on the first page, on the bottom it says Capital One Saver. Click that. See if you get pre-approved for that. If not, we got some other accounts that you can add first. Right, but you might need to add your own primary accounts first. Collections, but aren't they going to pop back up? No, no. We don't use identity theft and this isn't mine and all that shit. No, we actually do it for real. We find violations and sue for you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're not gonna pop back up. Can you come up with the gift certificate so I can send my sister your way, but not tell her your cost? I don't know what you mean, bro. Shoot me a yeah, Neil, shoot me a DM wherever you're at, bro. I'm not sure what you're trying to do. Is it possible, like real possible, to remove accounts settled for less and it's updated on your credit report? Yeah. Yeah, we're disputing accuracy, bro, not ownership. You seeing my comments? Yeah, I got you. But yeah, we're disputing accuracy, not ownership. So even though you paid it, when we get that credit report, if we find something wrong with that account, the data wrong, I mean the dates are wrong, the account's wrong, whatever it is, that's what we can use, you know what I'm saying, to start the dispute. And then once the credit report agencies don't respond in time, they're stalling, they're verifying accounts without telling us how they verified them. Those are all violations, and that's what we use to sue for you. Oh, I want to pay for her. Okay. Um, Okay. Yeah. So Neil, she just has to fill out the onboarding, and then we'll send you the payment link. All right. We can get that figured out. Yeah, we'll get that figured out. Yes, sir. What's up, Nay? What's up, Nay? All right, y'all. Not too many questions in the chat, man. So let me go back to Instagram actually. Since Capital One brought Discover, I lost my Capital One charge off, but my Discover is active. Will they F me because Capital One was charged off? Paid? Nah. You already paid it? Nah, bro. Yeah, that makes sense. I know what you're trying to say. No, you should be good to go. They should be good to go. Now, I can see Discover because when you merge or buy a company, right? You get all their receivables, and you get all their debt and all their future, you know what I'm saying, future deals and stuff too. So Discover, you like a Discover charge off might pop up. You know what I'm saying? So we might have to handle that too. But when that comes, you know what I'm saying, we'll handle it there. All right, we'll handle it there. All right, y'all. All right, man. What's up, Wisdom? You guys can hit that link right there. DM me the word King if you're looking for a free consultation. Hit the link in the bio. If you want hands-on training, join that school community. $17 for the first 100 members, man. Let's go. Nay, I only seen this part to recover my credit. Shoot me a DM, Nay. Shoot me a DM and ask me your question in the DM. I'm about to log off. How do you handle late payments? Went over that a couple times already, but um, yeah, we always call a couple times, try to get a goodwill adjustment, send a goodwill letter. If that don't work, then it's time to actually get to work, right? We got to get your report. We have to find something wrong with that open account, right? If the late payment, if you were late March 2024 and it's saying you were late April 2024, that's something we can work with. They can't do that. That's inaccurate reporting. You know what I'm saying? So I have to find something wrong with it. And then even if that don't work, we got some more, you know what I'm saying? We got some more we got more ammo for them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you want us to do it, DM me the word king or hit the link in the bio, schedule a call that way. If you want to do it yourself, join that school community. Okay, that school community and get that king credit bundle. All right, let's get it. A word. I got one more charge off to pay, then I can work with you, guy. Or should I start now since I caught up? Yeah, bro. Don't charge. Paying the charge off is doing nothing for you, bro. Yeah, it's doing nothing for you. So shoot me a DM. Let's get to work. All right. But all right, y'all. If you got any more questions, just shoot me a DM. I'm gonna get on the I'm gonna be responding to DMs right now. All right. All right, y'all. I'm out. Y'all have a good night, man. Happy Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms. Peace.